Today I'm going to show you how to set up the AI system in our intelligent person detection system. The AI settings can be done individually for each camera. To select the appropriate camera, the corresponding single screen has to be visible. This is done by repeatedly pressing the mode button. In the next step, I would like to perform some settings in the AI menu. I do this for each camera individually by calling up the single image of the camera. You can access the AI menu for each camera by pressing the S key. Once in the AI menu, I select the requested item by pressing the S key again. In this menu, I have the option to do some more detailed setting regarding the detection of persons and other road users. By pressing the S button again, I have the option to select different road users that will be either detected or not detected. By pressing the arrow keys, I select the menu items and activate or deactivate it by pressing the plus button. Once I'm done with the settings, I jump to Return and confirm again by pressing the S key. The next two menu items deal with the trigger. The system has the ability to send a signal to the monitor, for example, when shifting into the reverse gear. When the reverse gear is activated and the corresponding trigger line is connected, camera image 2 will be automatically seen on the screen. There's also the possibility to send a signal away from the monitor. Sending a signal away from the display would make sense if it will be processed in further machine environment. In the Area Select menu, there's the possibility of setting up detection zones more precisely. The Area Select I pick by using the arrow keys to navigate through the AI menu. When I arrive at Area Select, I activate the point by hitting the plus button. Now I have the opportunity to define a detection area. I define the detection area by pressing the S button. Now there's the possibility to define 3 different detection areas. I navigate through the detection areas by pressing the plus button. Areas 1 and 2 define zones in which the camera detects people or other road users. Unrecognize defines an area where the camera does not recognize persons or other road users. In the next step, I'll show you how Zone 1 can be defined. In the first step, I make sure that the corresponding zone is active. Here, recognize 1. In the next step, I navigate by pressing the arrow key to activate the zone. I activate the zone by pressing the plus button. Immediately, a blue window becomes visible that represents the corresponding zone on the screen. By pressing the arrow key again, I can change the position of the zone individually and move it by pressing the plus and minus buttons. It should be noted that these zones have a direct influence on the detection of persons or road users. After I have made all the settings, I save my setup by pressing the S key. Now the camera would only detect persons or other road users in the defined area. If I want to change the setting again, I can press the plus button and switch back to line. Now the system detects again on the base of the yellow, blue and red position lines. In this area, at Expression, there's the option to select how the system should visually identify a detection. Here it could be defined, for example, whether a person is outlined with a red box or a red warning frame appears on the display. After I did all settings in this menu, I navigate by pressing the arrow key to return and use the S key to confirm and arrive back in the AI menu. Arrive back in the AI menu, there is the possibility for each single camera to use a digital zoom. I navigate using the arrow keys to the corresponding point and zoom in by pressing the plus or the minus buttons accordingly or out again. In this menu, I have also the possibility to mirror individual camera images. I navigate by pressing the arrow keys to the corresponding menu and confirm by pressing the S key. In this menu, I can press the plus button if I want to mirror a camera or not. After I made all the settings, I navigate with the arrow key to return, confirm by pressing the S button, and leave. The cameras are now set individually. After I have made my adjustments, I navigate by pressing the arrow key to exit and confirm by pressing the Setup button. The AI settings have now been made. And in the next video, I'll show you how to avoid typical mistakes during setting up the system.